90-Day Fiancé Sarper Guven shown in better light. 90-Day Fiancé celeb Sarper Guven was introduced as a playboy and a ladies' man when he started filming scenes with Shekinah Garner. However, the more viewers watch him, the more he seems to be turning a corner, and fans are taking notice. 90-Day Fiancé, Sarper Guven, the biggest ladies' man in franchise history. From the moment TLC first introduced Sarper Guven in 90-Day Fiancé scenes with Shekinah Garner, one of the first things that came to mind for viewers was that he was a toxic personality, and that his only goal in life was to sleep with as many women as possible. Due to his extensive history with other women, most 90-Day Fiancé fans did not think that Sarper would ever be capable of settling down with one woman. Even Shekinah herself has expressed her doubts in previous scenes. However, some viewers think Sarper could actually be turning a corner. TLC showing a different side to Sarper? Up to this point in 90-Day Fiancé scenes, Sarper Guven has been all about flaunting his physique, his chiseled good looks, and the thousands of women he claims to have taken to bed. However, recent TLC scenes present a different narrative altogether. With Shekinah Garner recovering from surgery in recent 90-Day Fiancé scenes, Sarper is stepping up to take care of her and be there for her in a big way. Many fans have gone after Sarper for being all about himself. However, this is a new, softer side of Sarper that is making some believe that he could be, truly, turning over a new leaf. 90-Day Fiancé fans react to seeing Sarper's softer side. From the moment 90-Day Fiancé introduced Sarper in TLC scenes, he has come across as cocky, arrogant, and only out for himself. However, with the way he recently stepped up to care for Shekinah Garner in scenes, some viewers are changing their tune when it comes to him, which is a surprise for many. One 90-Day Fiancé commenter said, "Is Sarper making me like him? Am I being fooled? Is he saying and doing all the right things here in what appears to be a genuine manner? Is he possibly convincing me he might love Shekinah as much as he loves himself? Will Sarper continue to make progress in the quest for green flags?" Another commenter said, "Spoiler. I laughed so hard when he was being super nurturing and sweet, and then the very next thing he said was, 'Shekinah, she looks homeless.'" A third person said, "This season has framed him much more as a well-meaning but highly neurotic and insecure man, while last season he just seemed like a shallow, bossy control freak." It really goes to show how much influence the editing has on our perception. 90-Day Fiancé inside Shekinah's explosive meeting with Sarper's ex. 90-Day Fiancé fans recently saw Shekinah Garner come face-to-face with one of Sarper Guven's exes, and viewers had plenty to say about everything that went down. So, what else do we know about these tense scenes from the show? 90-Day Fiancé, Sarper Guven, the biggest player the franchise has ever seen? Over the years on 90-Day Fiancé and numerous franchise spin-offs, there have been cast members who could always lay on the extra sugar to charm the ladies. Cast members like Johan Geronimo have never had any problems getting attention from the opposite sex. However, when it comes to Sarper Guven, based on his claims, he is everyone from the franchise beat. Indeed, Sarper proudly boasts being intimate with thousands of women. From the very beginning, viewers saw him as a player, and many wonder why he is even bothering with someone like Shekinah Garner. Many TLC fans don't believe Sarper will ever truly settle down. Despite being in current the other way scenes with Shekinah Garner, the vast majority of 90-Day Fiancé fans don't actually believe that Sarper Guven will ever truly settle down and be faithful to one woman. Of course, Shekinah is hoping she can be the one to change his ways. However, the way most viewers see things, Shekinah is only setting herself up for heartbreak in the end. As 90-Day Fiancé fans saw in recent The Other Way scenes, Shekinah sat down with one of Sarper's ex-girlfriends, Nur. In many ways, this was an eye-opening experience for the American woman. She realized that Sarper is a man who runs game on all of the women he meets, and she suddenly questioned everything about what she thought made their connection unique, as he told her the same things he also told other women. 90-Day Fiancé fans think Shekinah should bail. 90-Day Fiancé fans have seen a scenario like this play out time and time again. Smooth talkers can get away with a lot for a long time. However, the more viewers see of Sarper and his behavior, the more they don't trust him. The way the vast majority of TLC viewers see it, SHEKINA should cut the line and bail before she gets even deeper in with Sarper. Still, others agree that they are both toxic, and that they deserve each other for this exact reason. Even though SHEKINA and Sarper appear to be living together in Istanbul, based on the latest updates making the rounds, viewers had plenty to say about this drama-filled meeting between SHEKINA and Sarper. One commenter said, "Not sure why she wanted to meet up with the ex? It's in the past, just let it go and move forward. She was an ex for a reason. How is talking to the ex helping their current relationship now?" Another viewer said, "I highly doubt these two will make it. Very selfish, shallow and jealous people. Horrible combination." 90 Day Fiancé Sarper and SHEKINA shock fans over bizarre antics. 90 Day Fiancé stars Sarper Guven and SHEKINA Garner surprised many viewers in the first part of TOW Tell-All. Sarper's ex-girlfriend made an unexpected appearance and even brought out receipts from their past, which made things complicated between Sarper and SHEKINA. But aside from the drama, many Redditors were caught off guard when the couple showed their bizarre habit. Keep reading to see what it was. 90 Day Fiancé, Sarper Guven cornered by his ex-girlfriend. The first part of TOW Tell-All featured the special appearance of Sarper's ex-girlfriend, DeeDee. Her guesting also made SHEKINA aggressive. The 90 Day Fiancé star insisted Sarper never had female friends when they started dating. However, DeeDee said that she and Sarper had a deeper connection. Things got worse when DeeDee shared her past conversations with Sarper, adding that their last interaction was in November 2023. Sarper tried to defuse the situation by saying that DeeDee was only his past flame, making SHEKINA think that she was one of his one-night girls. Sarper and SHEKINA shock fans over bizarre habit. Some Redditors react to a scene from 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way Tell-All Part 1 featuring Sarper Guven and SHEKINA Garner sharing a stick of butter. Even the cast members were stunned by what they were doing, which seemed normal for them. Several commenters even thought it was a chunk of cheese or ice cream, and they couldn't comprehend that it was butter. Others even speculate that it may be one of their antics to get more attention. "I wasn't looking at the screen when someone are you sharing butter? And I whipped around so quick. My jaw dropped. They are something else. I'm so happy someone finally made this post. When I first saw them eating I thought it was a hunk of cheese. Nope, true to form for them it was so much more fantastical than I could have hoped for. Just more pay away attention to USSSSSS from them. Oh sure, it all starts off innocently munching on a stick of butter on TV and then BAM. The next thing you know, you're shooting up ghee in an alley behind an Indian restaurant. I mean, if you're going to do this, why wouldn't you do it before you came to tape? So weird. A butter ritual. LOL or obsession. But her face LOL. 90 Day Fiancé, Sarper Guven and SHEKINA Garner celebrate birthday. SHEKINA recently took to Instagram to share a clip with Sarper as they celebrate their birthdays. The 90 Day Fiancé star shares the same birthdays, with years being the only difference. According to SHEKINA, sharing her birthday with the love of her life is something special. It also appears the two celebrated their special day in an outdoor restaurant. 90 Day Fiancé, is SHEKINA and Sarper's marriage already in trouble? It hasn't been that long since their wedding, but it looks like Sarper Guven and SHEKINA Garner of 90 Day Fiancé may already be running into marital issues. But that's not really surprising considering the numerous troubles they had even before tying the knot in bed. In fact, many fans wondered if they would actually cross the finish line. They had so many relationship ups and downs. But they pushed through them all and made it to I do. And now it seems like they are wondering if perhaps they should have given it a little more thought. Unfortunately, the clock was ticking on the K1 visa. SHEKINA Garner says everything changed after marriage to Sarper Guven. But that's all hindsight now. In an emotional clip from the upcoming 90 Day Fiancé Tell-All, the couple get candid about what life has been like after their unique wedding ceremony. The wedding was perfect, and I loved how intimate it was, Shekinah shared. There was no one else there, and it was really just special. Then she started to cry as she added, "But now, I feel I'm going to get emotional. Just everything changed after we got married. And that was my biggest fear, and it just, came true." Sarper agreed with her, saying that change was his biggest fear as well. And even though they made it and stayed together, the future looks pretty daunting for the couple. Shekinah explained that it has been hard with Sarper's move-in and adjusting to life in the United States. "Sarper changed, our dynamic changed, because now we're in the US and he moved into my place, which I know is hard because it does feel like it's my place, you know." Sarper went through a really bad depression, and it brought up a lot of anger from him at me. For his part, Sarper explained that his depression stems from a lack of control. "I am always the control freak, so I have to control things, and when I don't control things I feel depressed. If you ask me, I don't like the marriage. Looks like trouble in paradise. And serious trouble at that." The couple have always said that after going through what they have, they can make it through anything, and that loving each holds the relationship together. I guess now they'll find out if love is enough. 90-day fiancé, Shekinah regrets moving to Turkey. She sees Sarper's red flags. 90-day fiancé, the Other Way star Shekinah Garner is planning to return home to the US after finally realizing how big of a red flag Sarper Guven is. Los Angeles resident and 41-year-old Shekinah sent her daughter Sophie to boarding school before flying to Istanbul. Shekinah had been dating Turkish man Sarper for 5 months after meeting him on a dating app during her vacation there. Shekinah had a series of terrible relationships in her past, but she felt a deep connection with Sarper, who's a confessed playboy. Having worked as an exotic dancer at over 600 bachelorette parties, Sarper was comfortable with casual relationships. He claimed to have been with 2,500 women, but he met Shekinah and knew he wanted commitment in life. He hadn't been loyal to anyone in 43 years but was faithful for 79 days for Shekinah. It was the longest he had ever been faithful to a woman. Sarper believes he is a changed man, thanks to Shekinah. Still, Shekinah has a lot to worry about as she plans on spending her lifetime with the bad boy. Sarper wants Shekinah to be a certain weight. Shekinah's parents weren't born Amish, but they loved the Amish lifestyle and had a lot of Amish friends, so they decided to raise Shekinah and her 5 sisters Amish. The girls were not allowed to cut their hair or wear makeup. Shekinah eventually wore down her parents and made them leave the lifestyle. Her lifestyle could be different now, but Sarper has put similar restrictions on her. Sarper has told Shekinah that she has to change her makeup and hair color. While her trainer asked Shekinah to gain muscle, Sarper, who likes the opposite aesthetic, wants her to look lean and weigh 128 pounds. Sarper refuses to go Instagram official with Shekinah. Sarper doesn't want to post anything about his relationship with Shekinah on social media. He has warned her that she will be getting DMs from so many women about how he's a bad guy and a player if he does make their relationship official. Shekinah knows that Sarper has been a womanizer. His posting about her will be him making a statement that he's not single anymore. Shekinah wants to stand up for herself when she tells him to stop smoking and training female clients, but it remains to be seen if Playboy Sarper changes himself. Shekinah's family and friends don't think this relationship will be different from the others she's had. Shekinah feels sick to be one among Sarper's 2,500 women. Shekinah has dated manipulative and insecure people who made her feel insecure by tearing her down. She believed Sarper was different from her exes because she was finally dealing with the right person for her. However, in a preview for 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 5 Episode 11, Sarper and Shekinah are on a boat, arguing. He reminds her that she's the only one he wants to be with from among the 2,500 women he has slept with. Shekinah responds, "That does not make me